Hello friends and fellow collectors, Flip Young here, checking in. And we will be taking a look at this DC Collectibles, of course, designer series by Capullo Talon. You know, Talon is the assassin from, I don't know if you followed that, comic storyline, The Court of Owls, about Batman. They have been existing a long time, and they have been stalking and haunting Batman for the longest time without even him knowing that they exist. And he is the assassin, assigned to supposedly, destroy Batman, but they came close. Court of Owls came close, and these are the masks that they use, by the way. And of course, Batman, being resourceful and the best detective in the world, was able to figure out a way to beat them. So pretty much that's it about his bio here. And of course, let's take a look at the packaging. The box does have this open window box again. However, this time, for this figure, they do come in like a panoramic view of the window, so that's pretty neat. You could see the side. Having this packaging, I don't feel like even opening the package. However, I already did, just to save time once again in the unboxing portion of the video, as evidenced by the absence of the two knives supposedly here. So I did pre-open the figure already, and I took a look at the figure. So let's go ahead and of course give you the 360 of the box. At the back of the box, you would see the rest of the figure on the same wave. On the other side, you would see a black and white picture of Talon. So let's open the box real quick here. And let's take a look at the figure. As far as accessories, I did mention to you guys, it came with two of those knives there, and of course this mask right here. If you have a regular sized or 6-inch scale figure that you don't really care about, especially if that figure happens to wear a suit or anything of that sort, you could try and place this mask on him. That way you have at least one of the members of the Court of Owls. If you're intending to create a diorama for for a Batman collection, it's just a suggestion, guys. You could still do whatever you want to do with your figures. And of course, it came with these two knives. The bent one is actually the one that's it came this way from the box. This one I tried to straighten up, but then I ended up cracking, the lower portion of the knife here. So it only takes, a little more push and the blade would fall off this knife. So that was an accident. I thought they were like bendable, but they weren't actually. So my mistake. And here comes the figure. Of course, it does have this owl mask here, the Talon. The assassin's mask. It also comes with this throwing knives, which is actually individually removable. So you could remove them and have Talon, try to have that pose where he's about to throw knives at Batman. It does have this golden button. I'm not sure if you could see that on the camera, but it has some detailing here individually. It has a golden button towards the handle. However, they weren't consistent with that. At the back, it's just all flat. So it's just for show purposes here when you place this back on its holster. It does come with two swords. However, for me, it looks like the swords are like positioned the opposite way, since this arm is supposed to grab this sword right here, and when you grab that, it's gonna go like this. So he grabbed it and he went like this, so the blade is facing the opposite side. So I think it should be this way. However, the way they position the sheath of the sword here, they positioned it this way, so with the sword being sheathed on this figure, it does look, nice. It looks way better than having the handle go the opposite way. However, function wise, it doesn't really function this way. How could you expect this hand to grab this sword right here? When he does that, just to make it right. See? So anyway, it's just a minor complaint. The figure looks awesome anyway, and of course no head articulation here due to the mask, the way it was sculpted. You would see some goggles here, and if you look closer, they did put some thick clear paint on top of that orange, and it does look like an actual glass from a certain angle because of that extra shine they placed on it. Like, it has like an extra layer of clear coating. And of course, on the forearms, this one has these arrows for, I think, for, it looks like the ammunition for a, what you call that, what type of crossbow arrows, or crossbow. And it has like a forearm guard here, like a mini shield, of course sculpted like an owl. On the wrist, however, or on the fist, it does come with these gold pieces as well here, or gold armors. It does have a few pouches here, and of course it does have a sheath for the knife. However, I don't want to put the knife in here because it bends too much and they do break too easy, so I'm not even gonna try that, but just in case, that is an option to place the knife in there. And pretty much that's it. It has like an owl knee guard here, like owl shaped, and that's it as far as the details. Let's take a look at the articulation here. So no head movement at all, and shoulders move out that much. It does move forward and back, and it has a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, which is barely 90 degrees, not even that. And of course, wrist, it has swivel, and it has some tilting here, which is pretty neat. And on the legs, it does move forward, it does move back this much, hindered by this gluteal portion here. I forgot about the torso, so he does bend forward this much, and of course bend back only that much. And he has this thigh swivel, which is actually functional. For these DC collectibles, this guy have a lot of articulation here, and he has double jointed knee. And of course, on his ankles, he does have this, let's see, well, he doesn't have the side to side tilting, but he has this swivel. And of course, you could have the toes point up and point down. And that's it as far as detail and articulation, as well as accessories for this guy. However, I'm just taking a look at this guy. He looks pretty neat for me. It's one of the best renditions of Talon, coming straight from the comics. Looks pretty accurate to me. There may be a little difference here and there. It's not 100% comic accurate. However, it's pretty close. I couldn't even remember the actual Talon from the comics. I mean, I couldn't really pinpoint the difference from the actual Talon in the comics compared to this figure. So, size comparison time. Let's go ahead and put some background music here. So, first off, I'd like to compare him to another DC Collectibles. It's a New 52 here. New 52 version of Deathstroke. So that's how he that's how he is compared to a regular sized a DC Collectibles. Let's compare him to a few Marvel Legends as well. Let's see. Let's compare him to, let's say, Wasp from Toy Biz. Oops, let's straighten the legs here. This Wasp has high heels, however, that's why she may seem taller than, a female body mold. And pretty much that's it. If you want to see a quick, build a figure comparison for this guy, we have here the Ultimate Goblin. I always use this guy because he's just here on the side. I always, for some reason, I keep forgetting to put him back in the box. So pretty much that's it, guys. Hope this review was helpful. May you have a lovely day, all of you, of course, and see you again soon. Flip Young checking out. Goodbye.